Hi, I'm Andrew. Welcome to Plainview Farm. So when I came out this morning, I found all the sheep out here in this field next to the house. That's not where they're supposed to be, so we need to get them put back where they belong. But first, it's been a fairly busy week around here, so I want to get you caught up on what's been going on. Well, it's been a few days since baled hay up there in the field, got the baler and all the equipment back up here by the house. But now I need to get all of the hay moved out of the field. But before I can do that, I need to fix a place for it to go. Where I've put it the last couple years is actually right here where I'm standing. And my wife did not appreciate that because it's right out here in the front yard in front of the house. So instead of putting it in the front yard in front of the house, I'm gonna put it in the field in front of the house. But before I start moving hay, I'm gonna mow down all of these weeds. Well, I think this will work. I just got to unhook the bush hog, put the bale spike on, and then we've got to make 19 trips to the field and back. All right, well, let's get after it. Let's see if we can fool the goats, keep them from coming out of here. Keep the gate open. So the plan is to start with the best bales, put them at the back, that way they're the last ones we feed, and the scruffiest bales will go at the front, that way we feed them first. I think I'll start at the furthest point and start working my way closer back toward the house. Yeah, I read that this awesome baler of mine made bales so tight hard to get a spear in them. That'll work. But seriously, I did read that. These Premier 504G balers were good at making nice tight bales. They say that the best thing to do is to stack these bales or position these bales end to end and put them tight end to end so that the ends stay dry-ish, and then run them north to south. That way the sun hits them in the morning and then again in the evening. Keeps them dry, I guess. I mean, it makes sense if you think about it. So, anyway, there's one. 18 more to go. Got them all laid out here. There are 14 up against the fence, and then I put 5 out here on their lonesome in a second row. Left space for air to get in between them. Of course, this second row kind of curves a little bit, which is, you know, nice. Gotta have flair for style, you know. But this will get us a pretty good start on winter feed. Now, as I mentioned in my hay baling video, this isn't necessarily the best feed out there. Pretty stemmy stuff, as you can see. You know, the sheep are probably going to leave a lot of it on the ground, but that's okay because it'll make some decent bedding for them, which we can then, you know, compost because it'll hold on to the manure and all that kind of stuff. They can pick what they want out of it, and then over the winter they can actually eat what will be better hay that will come from this pasture right out here, which you can see. Most of it, I say you can see, maybe you can see, most of it is clover. Of course, this foxtail, you know, we don't want to pay any attention to that. And pretend like that's not there. But as I said, it's nice to have this done. All right, well, it's been a couple days. We're going to tear out some perfectly good fence. And I decided to do this because it's like 100 degrees and I couldn't really think of anything better to do with my time. No, actually, I'm just kidding. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to fix this area back here. This is the, I guess, little lane that runs between the north side of the property, which is the north side of the house, and the south side of the property, which is the south side of the house. And we're going to try to create a couple different pens and then a working chute right through here. So the idea here is hopefully to make working sheep easier as we get older. So in order to do that, I want to put up some woven wire fence, replace this high tensile electric with woven wire, something just a little bit more secure. You know, will hold the sheep a little bit better, the sheep and the goats, as we're trying to work them. But of course, as I mentioned, in order to do that, got to tear the old stuff out. So here we go. So as I said, when I came out this morning, the sheep were all out here where they are not supposed to be. And that is absolutely 100% my fault because I had them up here by the pond and they ran out of food. Come on, sheep. Come on, sheep. And they ran out of food because I left them fenced in around the pond for too long. And that's because I wanted them to eat down all of the brush and the weeds. Excuse me, Mosey. All the brush and the weeds that were around the pond. So they eventually got tired of it, broke free, and came out up here. And what enabled them to break free was the fact that I had the electric fence down because I've been working on the working pen project. Watch out, goats. So we're gonna make our way back up to the pond up here, and I'm gonna run them back into that area, and then get them into some fresh pasture. And of course, all the goats are right in the middle of the whole process here. Get down. All right, come on, everybody. So as you can see, they have absolutely slicked this area up here by the pond off. There's nothing growing up here anymore, which honestly is kind of what I was shooting for. I'm trying to get some weed suppression happening here. This is 90% weeds in this little area. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here. Oh, jumped up a couple quail there. Come on, sheeps. Come on, sheeps. Come on, sheep. Watch out, goats. Come on. Come on, everybody. So there haven't been any livestock on this paddock right here. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but there haven't been any livestock on this paddock all year long. It's middle of August right now, and this is all grown up with sarisa and then whatever other weeds and junk is out here. So this needs to be chomped down. Come on, sheep. Come on, sheep. Yeah, they don't seem interested. Now they're all going back that way. Oh, what a mess. Come on, sheeps. Oh, watch out, Horace. Come on. Come on, sheeps. All right, the next thing I'm gonna do is go let Charles and Bella in with all the sheep. It's kind of their job to protect them. All right, at least some of them know where to go, I guess. Well, there's Honey. She's down there enjoying herself by the pond. Which that reminds me, I'm gonna show you something. I haven't done a pond update in quite a long time now, but like I said, I wanna show you something. Charles is laughing at me. I will say something majorly different about sheep and cattle is that you could kind of point cows in the direction you wanted them to go, and whenever they saw it and realized, hey, this is where we're supposed to go, that's where they would go. Ended up with a few stragglers over here, of course, because nothing can ever be easy. All right, now that everyone is thoroughly confused, push them all on this way. Honey, what are you doing in here, girl? What are you doing in here? You're supposed to be up there with the goats. You're a goat, you're not a sheep. Follow the donkeys. Follow the donkeys. All right, here they go. They're starting to figure it out finally. Ish. All right, I'm gonna call that a victory at this point. So this is the pond that I cleaned out right about 3 years ago with my old M Farmall and a Quaker Super K loader. So after we gave the pond a couple years, I guess, to make sure that it was going to hold water, and it has very well. It's actually been very dry as of late, and the pond has still held really well. This is our spillway here where I'm standing right now, and the pond is still holding water great. I couldn't be happier with how well this pond has recovered. But last fall, we put in some channel cat, hybrid bluegill, and a bunch of minnows. And it's kind of one of those things. You put fish in a pond and you're not really sure if they're going to do well or they're not, if they're going to survive. But we've been seeing a lot of really good signs as of late, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. There's lots of nice little minnows floating around right there, and it is like that in many places around the pond. So the fish that we put in here, they have been spawning, and we're getting some reproduction, which is an excellent sign. Now my son has come out here and he has fished a little bit. He hasn't caught anything. But granted, the fish that we put in this pond last fall, they were not big fish. They were just fingerlings. So there's probably not much in the way of a decent sized fish out here. And honestly, I'm afraid that in pretty short order, we're probably going to have an overstocking issue. Now, my family absolutely loves catfish, so the idea was by stocking this pond with catfish, we would have our own source. And so, once they reach appropriate size for us to start filleting some of our own catfish, we're definitely going to have to start doing that. And it's probably something we're going to have to do on a regular basis. And hopefully we can get the other pond cleaned out. It's going to be a much larger job. I'm not going to be able to do it myself. I'm going to have to hire that one done. But hopefully we can then, if we get that pond cleaned out, we can then start, stocking it with what is growing in here as well. So, and we'll probably throw some bass in that other pond as well, just for fishing purposes. But like I said, I'm absolutely thrilled that this pond is doing so well, and it's absolutely teeming with life. You probably can't tell, but there are bugs everywhere. There's dragonflies. There are frogs all over the place. We've got life just all over the place out here, and it's a really exciting thing to go from a pond that was dried up, had grass growing in the bottom of it, to now we've got a good, healthy pond here on the farm. It really is an exciting thing. And of course, Mosey loves it too. Don't you, Mose? Yeah. So like I said, there's obviously been a lot going on around here. I hope to get to work on that sheep working pen. That situation kind of worked out pretty soon. So hopefully there will be a video about that. Hopefully it being finished coming up really soon. And if you're interested in that kind of thing, by all means, we hope that you would subscribe to the channel. And if you enjoyed this video, we hope that you would give us the old thumbs up, hit that like button so other folks can maybe find it as well. But as for now, as always, I appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time. Yeah, we're gonna have a hard time, aren't we? Pretty sure Horace is the only one that's got this figured out. There's nothing else in there, buddy. You ate it all. Yep, you ate it all. Nothing left. Well, don't hit the bucket. It's not the bucket's fault. You're the one who ate it.